one of doing 12-3-30 for the month of April for all 30 days. This should be fun. Let's go.
Hey, sweet friends. Welcome to this awesome video. I know this is very different than food related, but I also share weight loss related content, and I'm so pumped to share with you the last 30 days of me doing 12-3-30. If you are wondering what is 12-3-30, it's incline 12, speed 3 for a duration of 30 minutes. And it was created by a girl named Lauren Giraldo, I think is her last name. I'm probably butchering that, and I'm so sorry. I'm not great at last names, but she is the mother of 12-3-30. And I feel like this workout became really, really big because of TikTok. I think it got really big over 2020. I've done it multiple times in the last few years, but I have never committed to an entire week or 30 days. And I decided for the month of April that I was going to commit through it. And looking back at this entire vlog, it's amazing how much my mind shift changed. Here, take a peek at this.
Today's day 5. I gotta be honest, I don't really want to do this. I have a headache, but I am keeping myself accountable by saying I'm doing this anyways. And once I start, I'm probably gonna feel better. And you're probably thinking, it's just a 30-minute walk. What's the big deal? It's hard. I don't know what it is. I would rather run for 2 hours than walk for 30 minutes. Walking's hard for me mentally, and then at an incline, it's like you're burning the whole time. I'm checking in to keep myself accountable because I'm going to check in every 5 days because obviously I'm just doing the same thing. And that way, if you decide to do this 30-day challenge and you ever feel like, I don't want to do it today, I'm right there with you. So day 5, here we go.
It's actually so crazy for me to look back while I'm editing this because I knew exactly what I was feeling on day 5. If you want a little bit of history about me, because you might be new to my channel, you might have clicked on this video because of 12-3-30, the transformation. I started running in 2016, and in 2019 I committed to running every single day a minimum of 1 mile, and I became a big runner. I've run ultra marathons, and I've personally done like crazy running workouts where I would run like 35 miles in a single day, but do it in different streaks, like break it up and stuff. So I've always been super athletic. Before I started running, I did CrossFit for many years, and before CrossFit I did bodybuilding. So I feel like I've just ventured into everything. And over the last few years, I've gotten accustomed to running. Now, the reason I did this challenge is because I actually just did an ultra marathon, and I knew my body needed a break from running. I had a hamstring issue. I had an ankle issue. I was super inflamed, and I felt like my body was so puffy, and I was starving. Like my whole rhythm of my body was off, and I knew it was like my body saying, girl, you need to take a break from running. So actually I was talking to my friend Lauren, and I was like, I think I'm gonna do the 12-3-30 challenge. And she was like, oh, definitely, you should. And I just decided April 1, I'm gonna do it. And it's crazy to me because I feel like everybody sees the physical transformation, but you don't see the mental transformation. At this time on day 5, on day 6, on day 7, it took me 7 or 8 days to really get accustomed to doing this workout. And you might think, oh, it's only a 30-minute walk. It is hard. You are on an incline. You are walking relatively quickly, and you're having to push through your glutes. You are sweating. You are breathing hard. And yeah, it's very different from running for me, especially, I am an endurance athlete, but I'm not running up a hill all the time. I guess it's kind of the same as like a runner who's running up a hill. Like you still feel very different. And I'm just so proud of this entire month, and I'm so proud I filmed it so I could share it with you guys, but also so I can look back and see how far I came this month.
Okay, just finished. I am drenched, literally. I sweat more during this 30 minutes than I do like a 30-minute run because of the incline. The incline just crushes me because there's no break. I feel like with a run, you eventually just kind of get used to it. With an incline, your heart is just at a different pace. So day 10 today, and now I have to go get ready for work.
This is the day where I finally felt like my body was changing. And yes, I had a Celsius this morning, and those are amazing. My neighbor got me hooked on them. Sorry, not sorry. I don't even care. Like I don't have one every day, but I have one every so often. And sometimes when you work 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, you just need a little bit of kick. And I feel like this is the day I woke up and I was like, I feel like my body is changing. And it took a couple of days, but my body started deflaming.
Whew. I did run So I just finished a 30-minute run. And now I'm gonna do 12-3-30 for 30 minutes. And right now it is 4:15 a.m. So yeah, your girl got up super early today because I couldn't sleep.
Day 12, check, check, check. And if you're wondering, I do have a NordicTrack commercial 12i, I believe. They don't make this model anymore, but they have one similar. Definitely recommend
Day
NordicTrack.
12. And I just want to show you, I am so sweaty. Oh, a couple of things. I'm gonna switch hands here. I noticed as of yesterday how much my body was like deflaming. Like my body was pretty flamed up. I'll talk about that more at the end, but I thought this would be more like realistic, real life, kind of vlog style. So I noticed after my race, was that like a month ago? Like my body was just like so puffy and beaten down. And if you see my befores and then my after, I'm sure it'll show. But I noticed yesterday after I rewatched the video of me walking and like sent it to my computer, how much my body had like deflamed. So I got on the scale because I don't normally weigh myself. And people find that to be like odd, but like I have no reason to weigh myself. I don't care how much I weigh. I care about how my clothes fit, how I'm performing, etc. And I had dropped 4.2 pounds since the beginning of this walk. So in technically like 10 days, because yesterday was day 11, I had dropped that much. Just inflammation. It's not like fat, just like my body was hanging on to a lot. And I noticed my body was hanging a lot in my midsection and like my legs. So I gotta go get ready for work, aka shower. And since I'm sweating so much, I gotta wash my hair. And yeah, get that Lumi on so I can smell good today on a 90-degree day here in Vegas. So day 12, see you tomorrow morning.
Day 13. I would love to hear from you guys down below. Have you tried 12-3-30? I know some people say that their home models of their treadmill doesn't go up to more than 10 incline. I'd love to know, have you tried it? Have you done the 30-day challenge? I was watching a ton of TikToks just this whole month, like stay super motivated of other girls that have done it. And I follow 12-3-30 on social media. So I love seeing other girls that are doing it. And I always tell the people that follow me on Instagram to let me know when you're walking, like tag me. I'd love to hear. I also really enjoy having a home treadmill just because I have been a runner for so long. This is my third treadmill. My first two I actually got on Facebook Marketplace, and then this one was actually gifted to me from my boss. They no longer wanted it, and they knew that I was just like a big runner junkie, and they're like, hey, do you want this treadmill? And I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. So day 17, I also do want to say this water bottle, I will link one similar down below. I think it's like a 70-ounce water bottle. I drink so much water during this workout. I shared this on Instagram last week, but like I will drink sometimes an entire 70 ounces while I do this walk because I'm just sweating so much. And it's crazy to me because when I run, I don't really drink much liquid. I've kind of trained myself as a runner to like not drink, drink like every few miles, and that way I won't get stomach cramps and stuff. But like with this walk, I like literally have to have water. If I forget my water, I will stop the workout and go get it. I also really like working out in our home gym. I might do like a home gym tour, I don't know, in another video. If you've seen some of my videos before, you might have seen it, but we have like the Stairmaster, we have a squat rack. But I really, really enjoy working out in my garage. I do live in Las Vegas, so it gets really, really warm in there, like a sauna, and I just love it. My husband wants to get a fan, and I'm like, cool, you can get a fan and have it when you're in here, but I don't need it. The treadmill does have working fans. I don't use them. I love to sweat, and I never used to sweat when I ran. Like I could run like 8, 9, 10 miles and have like a little glow, but with this workout, it was like someone dumped a bucket on my head. This is so fun to watch back, you guys. I hope you're really enjoying this video. We're on day 21, and I feel like you can kind of see my body changing, but just wait till you see the end. It's crazy. Like I said, editing this video is just nuts to me, and here we are in May, and like, I'm doing it again. We're doing month 2.
I'm walking. It is almost 8 p.m. It's a late one tonight, but I feel like I haven't checked in a few days. Go stop in and say hi. I'll walk up closer to the top. I feel awesome. It's really easy to commit to a 30-minute walk every day. I feel like it's like a run streak where I just commit to it and go. I've adjusted nicely where it's still a little bit challenging, but not like it was the first week, and I feel awesome.
Something I said there that I think is so important to circle back around is it took me 7 days to really adjust to this workout. It's not like after 7 days, it just got so easy. I was still working really, really hard, but it did take about 7 days until I was like, okay, I got this. And here we are. I'm like on day 32 because, like I said, it's May now and I'm doing it again for another 31 days because the month of May has 31 days. And I still feel the same. Like, I still feel like it's genuinely so difficult, but you get used to it.
It's early. It's like 5:20. I'm just finishing up. Yes, I look atrocious. It's 5:20 in the morning. And I'm sweating. And I'm breathing hard. And I have 2.5 minutes left. It is day 27. I don't have my watch on. I haven't charged that sucker in like a month. And the battery died this morning. So I went and plugged it in. So do these steps even count today? Whew, I cannot believe how fast this month of doing 30 is like wrapping up. I'm so excited to do a final recap, what I think. Just a couple more days. Stay till to the end.
If you want to see what I was eating while doing this workout for the month, you can click back on my last video, which is also linked down below. If you click the arrow on the right, it'll drop down a bunch of videos. You can see the what I eat in a day, and that will tell you exactly what I ate this month. I ate 4 meals a day, and I just really focused on carbs, protein, and fats. I am plant-based, so I recently just switched over to more of a higher protein. I don't even say high protein, but higher protein because I was eating a high starch diet. So I do think that also helped change my body. There's a lot of factors involved. I don't think it's just one necessary thing, but I am going to recap this entire month, sit down, have a quick little chat with you, and just kind of go over what my workout routine was, what I was kind of eating, to just kind of give you a glimpse. But I was really, really hoping with this style of video that I could just share with you, if you want to challenge yourself for 30 days, you can do it. You can commit to something every single day, no matter how small it is or how grand it is. Maybe you're going to commit to a 30-minute walk. Maybe it's not going to be 12:30. Maybe you're going to commit to drinking more water. Maybe you're going to commit to eating more vegetables. Maybe you're going to commit to weightlifting twice a week or running on a Saturday. Whatever it is you commit to, you can do it. It's not that challenging. You just wake up every single day and you just say, today I am doing this, and you put a check mark on it by the end of the day. Yeah, it's challenging when you're in the moment and you probably don't want to do it, but it's so worth it. And trust me, there were days that I did not want to do this walk. I thought, oh my gosh, it's just a walk. But look what happened in 30 days. So as you can see, the video on the left was day 1. That was morning 1. I have my hat on. You saw that in the beginning. And here we are, May 1st on the right. I was down a total of 6.8 pounds in just 30 days. And yes, I did make some nutritional changes. Yes, I did make some workout changes. But overall, I did not kill myself or crush myself to see how much weight I could lose in a month. I really just said that one thing I'm going to commit to is walking every single day and doing 12-3-30. And I do feel like this transformation truly speaks for itself. This is in 30 days.
What? Okay, I could feel my whole body changing over the last month, but when I put the side-by-sides next to each other, I'm like, what? I think it goes to show that when you don't crush yourself, your body can do amazing things. Our bodies are resilient. So I do want to talk with you about what I did over the last month, because I honestly just didn't walk every single day. It was more than that. I just really honestly committed to like not running 40, 50, 60 miles a week. So let's sit down and let's talk, because I don't want anyone to just be like, oh, she just did 12-3-30. While there are a lot of people I've seen on TikTok and Instagram and other people who have vlogged their 30-day challenge of 12-3-30, and that's like the only thing they did, many of them changed so much more than that. They changed their food, consistency, etc. And so I wanted to share with you exactly what I did, but hopefully you will see that it's mostly not killing yourself that will bring you back around. Let's just sit right here and talk. I was editing over there at my desk. This is my dining room. I thought, let's just talk, friends. Okay, so I did an ultra March 25th. And I trained for January, February, March, end of December. I don't know, like 16 weeks, I think. And my body never like had a negative experience with running. I'm 5'9", and over the last 3 years of being plant-based, I've always stayed within like the same weight. But this past winter, there's been a lot of life things going on, things that I haven't shared with a lot of my YouTube like or Instagram or anything, because there's like a lot of personal things. And I do know when your body is stressed out, it doesn't matter how far you push it, it's gonna be stressed out. So mind you, there's a lot of life stuff happening. I'm training for a marathon and I'm starving. I'm literally always so hungry. And I'm not gonna be that caveat person that's like, there's so much going on. My husband and I are working on our TTC journey, trying to conceive. We have consulted with a fertility doctor. We are working with someone very closely. And so that happened amongst me training. And after I got done training, she said, I would really love if you would stop running so much. And I was like, okay. And you know, she isn't trying to change who I am, and she's not trying to change my diet or the fact that I love working out. She's not trying to make me sedentary, because like I said in the video, I did bodybuilding in college, and then I did CrossFit, and then I started running, and now I just feel like I'm trying to find that balance we all crave. And here I am in my mid-30s, and I feel like after a month I might have found it. I don't know. But she had really said, I'd really love to see you stop running as much. You don't have to stop running, but let's not stress your body out so much that it's like fight or flight. And like I said, running has never had a negative experience on me before. I've always been very slim and trim, but it's really just been as of recent that I just feel like my body was puffy and inflamed and not recovering. And it has a lot to do with sleep and diet and water and all of those outside factors that sometimes we just don't share. Yes, I did have minor injuries, like I said in this video, a hamstring issue, which now seems perfectly fine, and an ankle issue. And so I just decided I'm kind of burnt out with running. I feel like I'm such an extremist that I just am craving a balance. So I took her suggestions with diet as well. I'm not super strict or extreme on my diet, but I have been high carb, lower fat, moderate protein. And some days I probably wouldn't even have more than like 30 grams of protein in an entire day, because I just eat a lot of starch, a lot of, I guess, some beans. I don't even eat beans every single, well, I wasn't eating beans every single day. I wasn't eating tofu every single day, and really wasn't eating a lot of fats. I would try to, but then I just didn't. So I did take her advice on eating a more rounded plate. And for me, that looks like a protein, a carb, and a fat at every meal. And that is super simple, something super simple I could follow, and just kind of changing my macronutrient graph, if you will, instead of, you know, maybe eating, I don't know, like 400 grams of carbs a day and 20 grams of protein. I was kind of evening it out by eating like 80 grams of protein and 200 grams of carbs and maybe like 60 grams of fat. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyways, I did share a what I eat in a day video last week. I will link that video down below. Make sure you check it out if you want to just see more of how I ate through the last month, because I did film that, and that was a very typical day for me. Okay, so other things I did this month, because I do not want to give the impression that I just did 12-3-30 every day. I personally was like scared of losing my running fitness. As someone who ran like every single day for 3 years, basically, only took days off if I was traveling and just like could not get a run in. I was sick, because yes, people get sick, and I'm not the person that's gonna run through the flu or a really bad cold. I didn't want to lose my running fitness. So I downloaded the app called Joggo, and I did 3 30-minute runs every single week. And that was usually Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. My husband and I also did run a 5K this past month, but compared, that's like 10 miles a week compared to like 40, 50, or 60 that I was used to. So I didn't feel like that was that bad. And I still kind of needed that run outlet. A lot of people asked me over on Instagram the last month when I would share like my 12-3-30 workouts, are you still running? Yes, I ran 3 times every single week. And I'm glad for Joggo, because it was kind of like one of those checklist things. I would just open up the app, do my workout, be done. So even on the days that I did run, I still walked. So either in the morning or the evening, depending on the day, I walked. And like I said, it was Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays that I did Joggo. So then I also really crave getting into weightlifting whenever the weather gets warm. It's been a pattern for me over the past few summers that we've been living in Vegas. So I decided I want to get back to weightlifting. And so I would say on average it was 3 days a week this month. I really would love to be at like 4 days a week where I was weight training, but it was 3 days a week. I would push myself really hard, and I was actually doing for the entire month, I was doing Vera LaRose workouts over on YouTube. I can link her channel down below so you can find it. I was doing her, I think it was called Strong Summer Challenge. It was from last year. I think there's like 60 some workouts all together. It's a 12-week program, I think. Amazing workouts. The flow of her workouts were incredible. I love the no repeats. I absolutely adore her full body workouts. So a typical workout week for me would be Monday, 12:30 and a 30-minute jog. So in total, I was doing an hour of cardio, which might seem like a lot, but for someone who was running like 10 miles on a Monday morning, it was like a breeze. That's why in one of the days you heard me say I got up early, I couldn't sleep, so I did a 30-minute run, and I also did my walk. I can't remember what day that was, but it was, you know, my joggo and then also my walk. So that's Mondays. Tuesdays, again, same thing. It was just a cardio day, 30-minute jog, and my 12:30. And then Wednesday, I typically did a full body day, and then either did my 12:30 right after that. So in some of these clips that you saw throughout the month, I was already pre-sweaty. It's because I had already done my full body workout. Another thing that I tried to do is I tried to do my weight training first and then my walk. So, and then Thursdays, I would do lower body typically and my walk. Fridays was back to a running and a walk. Saturdays was just a walking day typically, but then towards the end of the month, I started adding another full body workout with it. And then Sundays was just a walking day too. So I would kind of like flip it. But I think there was one weekend in there that my husband and I did work out at the gym together. I think that was, yeah, that was last weekend. So that one Sunday we did work out together. And yeah, that's all. Like, so again, I don't want anybody to think like, oh, she only did 12:30. Now there are tons of people on the internet that just did 12:30, 3:30, and their transformations are incredible. It makes me so excited. Side note, I'm so sorry. I talk with my hands and it's just who I am, and I know it bothers some people, but like, what am I doing for the next month? I'm gonna continue exactly what I did last month is exactly what I'm doing this month. I'm gonna run 12:30 for the next 31 days, because obviously there's 31 days in May compared to April. I'm going to continue with the Joggo app. I really enjoy just kind of switching it up. So typically I do Joggo first and then 12:30, so it's a really big push. And it's just, again, I'm an endurance junkie, and so I just like that little bit extra. It's really nice, and I can get some extra steps in. And I'm going to continue with weight training 3 to 4 days a week on the days that I'm not hitting as a cardio day. And then same for my meals. And I'm making sure to get in lots of water. I feel like walking is something everyone can do, and maybe not 12:30. Maybe you don't have a home treadmill. Maybe you don't have a gym membership, but you can still get out and walk for 30 minutes and commit to it. You can go somewhere in your town, unless you live in a really flat area like I used to in Minnesota where there's no hills, that you can get out and push yourself and go for a really great walk. This doesn't have to be an indoor workout. It can be an outdoor workout. But I do want to say thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some amazing encouragement just seeing what I did for the last 30 days. And no, it doesn't mean you have to do this exact same challenge or do exactly what I did and, you know, do Joggo and weight train and all that. And, you know, no, everyone's different. And that's one of the beautiful things I really enjoyed about seeing other people do 12:30 and the different challenges people did, or like, you know, just everything on social media, is because every single person, it's like there's no exclusivity to this club. Everybody who does it is different and unique, and I love that so much. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's different, like for my regular viewers, I know it's a little bit different than most of the videos that I put out, but you will see a new video next week from me. And if you are not subscribed, I hope you do so right now. If you want to see me do a different challenge or something, I will consider it for the month of June. So let me know down in a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've done 12:30, I'd love to hear what you think of it. If you hate it, cool. If you love it, cool. Let me know down below, and I will see you next week in a new video. Bye-bye.